We're in North Dakota. This is about 2 weeks. Stacking the second log floor on the second story. This is Dave and Sue Wallace's house. This is their walkout basement below here. Their first floor, and you can see where we started stacking the second story logs. You can see the difference of the sun, what it's done in the two-tone. Just from that many days of what the sun does in a matter of a few weeks, literally gives it almost like a suntan. These are the porch piers, and then the sunroom comes off of this larger door opening up here on the first floor. And he's got a larger doors coming out of his walkout basement here. This will be a sunroom that sits up on top of these piers, and then a deck comes off of either side of the sunroom. And that'll have French doors that open up there. This is the breezeway between the log house, and that's breezeway goes out here to the garage. That'll all be half log siding with log tails on it. It'll look just like the house. That's just typical 2x6 framed walls, which is all going to be insulated. And then above the breezeway, there's going to be out through the loft area. He'll be able to walk through the top of his loft on top of the breezeway floor, and then walk out into the garage, which will have all attic trusses. So that'll all be usable heated space up above the breezeway and the top of the garage. This has got full log, like I say, second story floor. You can see how open it is here in North Dakota. Not very many trees. This will be the gable end, which will all get stacked, so it has at least another 7-8 more courses going up there, which will take it up to the peak. Fork trucks are fairly needed to get all the logs to the second floor. You not only would have to carry them to the second floor, but you'd probably be dragging and scratching them, just trying to get a few people just trying to pick these up. So a fork truck is really needed to go and extend this stuff up to the second floor. These are the beams. There's quite a few number of beams out here that are for the rafter system. And the porch rafters, they're all beams. These are all 6x6 beams. That'll be their porch rafters, and that's their post. These are all 6x10 beams. Takes like 18 footers to do the rafter system on these. Real nice shape. It'll look real nice, and that stays all exposed. Truck came in, that's all their foam sheeting. Their foam insulation with the sheeting attached to it. But you can see this is quite a long house. when you consider the breezeway and the garage attached. This is a new house that was put up beside us. Obviously it's like a $200,000 house here, and it's just stick frame. I'm presuming by the time we're done with this full log house, he'll be in the 200,000 range, but when you consider this is all full log, decorative, comparable price, but even these guys from next door on the stick frame were like, wow, this is so much nicer than just a stick frame house. Here's these foam insulation panels. The plywood is attached right to the foam. It's glued right to the foam, so when you put your insulation panels on, this is your roof sheeting, which all your felt paper and shingles or metal roofing goes on right above this. And they come in 10-foot and 6-foot and 8-foot panels to accommodate the beam roof system. And when you put the beam rafters up, then you put the 1 by tongue and groove on, which all stays exposed and is decorative. This is the 1 by tongue and groove skids from Hochstetler milling. There's their 800 number, Loudonville, Ohio. Hochstetler milling. These are the log tails. They literally are log tails that will make it look like full logs. Same thing, they'll have like the D shape, and that goes over the plywood siding. These are the panel screws, which has a flat head on them, which goes down through the plywood roof system and holds the plywood roof system on and screws in to the tongue and groove and beam rafters, and that's what holds these foam panels on. So they have a wider flat top on them so that it holds the plywood down when you screw these down through the plywood. So they give you a larger number of these. So these are actually like 12-inch screws, and this is here is actually 7 1/4 foam panels with 1/2-inch plywood. These are some more of the beams for the ridge and rafters. So, like I said, you can see they're about different lengths, but up to about 18 feet long. I'm going to walk inside the house just to show you some of the construction that's going to go on inside. This is the garage. This is just typical 2x6 framed with plywood. Then they walk up through their breezeway here, which includes this would be their bathroom, and then they have a laundry room on this side. This is their kitchen. All outlets are already drilled into the full log, so it's drilled. This will be their open loft dining room and front room. They have a master bedroom and bathroom back in here. Stairs down to the basement. You can see these are the beam floor systems. We put a temporary floor on it until the electric gets all drilled in it. And then it'll have 2x6 tongue and groove above it, which will all stay decorative and exposed. And this is what the rafter system will look like with tongue and groove on it. So they're all notched into the full log. So it all stays decorative and exposed.
The clients we serve, and of course, looking to continue to grow our business. I've been in business now for,